Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your June general reading 2020. I'm going to do a mini cross reading for you guys today. And a card came out while I was doing some shuffling. Let me close mine because the kid's up, the dog's up, the cat's up. And they all like to come into my office while I'm working. So hold on 1 second here. The cat or the dog will usually kick the door open. So, okay, there we go. So I'm going to be doing a mini cross reading for you guys, and a card came up while I was doing some shuffling and meditation on your sign and glyph. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around so that you can see. I do feel that for some of you, the month of August may be pivotal. Okay, I know this is June. This is the June reading, but the reason why I say that, well, let me turn the cards around. I mean the camera. Hold on. Oh my God, I've been looking for that. It's been laying right here the whole time. Isn't that funny? We're heading into the last week of our Mercury retrograde. That was around May, I want to say 17th. It went retrograde. We should be coming out around the 7th of May. That might be too much light on the cards there, so 1 second, bear with me. And honestly, I think the only thing that has happened to me pretty much, besides the fact that I don't have any time really to do a whole lot, is, there we go, that my stove, the igniter on my stove broke, and I had to have somebody come over and fix it. It just kind of broke out of nowhere. So usually Mercury retrogrades are kind of, I don't know, chaotic or hectic for me. But this one was pretty mild, and I'm really kind of glad. So here you see the Strength card has come out in the center. This represents the sign of Leo, the 8th month. So that's why I say August. I think it's going to be rather pivotal for you, for some of you anyway. Leo rules the 5th house. So this is about dating, sex, children, grandchildren, foster kids, in vitro fertilization, dating, romance, creative projects, those types of things, okay? So this is what is at the center of the reading, all right? What do we know to be true? It is the 3 of Cups. What is our near or distant past influence? Page of Swords. What is the unknown factor coming in between now and, let's say, August? The 2 of Swords. Wow. And what is the energy of the near and or distant future? The 5 of Pentacles. Wow. I get the sense for some of you, you received some news that kind of gave you hope. Maybe for some of you, you have even celebrated this news or this information that has come in to you. But I also get the sense that for some of you, there is a real fear or a real doubt about how this situation may turn out, or how it may be in your favor. Well, not favor is not the right word. There's a fear of, I don't know, losing something. Now, the 5 of Pentacles can be a financial issue, right? And I kind of get the sense for some of you, this has to do with maybe becoming pregnant. And let me back up. Please do not email me about pregnancy readings, okay? Or any kind of medical issue, because I don't do that. But yet, this is the information that I'm getting. So just kind of bear with me here, because there are more ways than one to be pregnant, okay? So for some of you, this may be the literal issue about pregnancy, getting the news that you are pregnant. But now, perhaps, there's a fear here about that. If this is about some type of creative project, the birth of some new kind of, or the pregnancy, you know, the gestation of a new kind of project, same thing. All right. There's something about this situation that you are maybe coming up. For some of you, you may get the news. You are celebrating now, and then you're going to get some news that it's going to change something for you. Let's see what the Knight of Wands. Well, again, we have that fire element, and I have a coin, a cup, 2 swords with the major arcana. And so basically this is communications, messages, news, maybe even travel for some of you. This is really, to me, it speaks of a situation coming back. Okay. If he were faced in the opposite direction, you can't even see him. If he was faced in this direction, that would be a message into the future. But this is something coming back from the future into the past, if that makes any sense. Okay. So this could be an individual, a person coming back onto the scene. Now, a lot of you who've been with me a while know that I always tell you that you want to be careful about, you know, old lovers coming back on the Mercury retrogrades, because they don't stick around. They come back into your life. You hear from them. Oh, you can't even see the cards, can you? There you go. You hear from them. They message you. They email you. They call you out of the blue. You guys get together. You're excited to hear from the person. But ultimately, the person doesn't stick around. There's something about this 5 of Pentacles. Now, normally the 5 of Pentacles is the card of feeling sorry for yourself, of poverty, of financial issues, of feeling alone in the world. But to me, this card always speaks about that feeling of inner poverty, not feeling worthy, not feeling of value or of worth, okay? And that's kind of how the message is coming across to me. I want to take a look at, to see if I can come up with any extra information about these cards and the Strength card here, okay? So 3 of Cups. Nothing about the 3 of Cups. 2 of Swords. Get rid of my Swords cards. Because there's a decision here that has to be made. And that's what the 2 represents. It's a choice, an option, and or a duality. Okay? Could even be an opposition about what you should do or what you shouldn't do. Definitely being of 2 minds about something. It is that inner communication. Sometimes that card, really that card, for me, the main meaning is to listen to your intuition, whatever your intuition is telling you, okay? But nothing about it next to the Strength card. And finally, the 5 of Pentacles. Let's see what the 5 of Pentacles has to say. It has absolutely nothing to say about being next to this. But as you know, 5s typically represent tension and change, right? So this is some kind of upheaval, or maybe some kind of delay, or some kind of setback, right? Something temporary, a loss. But yet 5s also speak to the idea of change, activity, and freedom. It speaks to personal freedom, conflict, expansion, opportunity, and resourcefulness. And again, that's that whole thing when I was saying to you, like, this feels as though now that whatever this thing is that has been achieved, okay, some doubt is starting to creep in. But that's based upon this message or this individual coming back in. So I think if I had to pull a couple of cards, to look at a couple of cards, and indeed some of this will play out for you into the month of August. I can't believe we're already heading into the 6th month of 2021. Let me take a look at this Knight of Wands to see what he has to tell us. This is an event. Traditionally, Knights are interpreted as news and messages, which is true. However, in my experience, the Knights always come on to move a situation along, right? So there's an event, something happens, but it only happens once you receive this message. And again, there are 2 different types of messages here, okay? One is a bit perhaps tentative here with this page. This one is a bit more fully fledged. This one has the idea of distance to it. It's that mental thought. So it could be online, as I said, it could, online. So that could be text, email, fax, even on the phone. It's a long distance kind of a thing, which is kind of odd because we are under this Mercury retrograde here, this energy of this Knight moving. And so that typically speaks to local things. So I have a feeling that the message, whatever this thing is, this event is going to cause you to move or something to happen where you are. I don't know if that makes any sense what I'm trying to say. I can see it, but I can't say it. So let's take a look at this Knight of Wands. The melancholia, the sadness, dinari. So money, finances, things that are precious to you. Sometimes this can be old books and documents. And the Yardro. I never ever want to see these 2 cards together. So this is some sadness over a message or some kind of event in which somebody stole something from you. Now this could be of an actual physical nature thing, jewelry, money, stocks and bonds, property, a car. But it could also be this idea of someone having stolen your sense of safety and security. That's what that was telling me. Okay. If this is a question about someone in your business, you own a business and someone's been stealing from you, this is a verification that yes, that is true, in which case the person might be a young fire sign, a Leo, a Scorpio, not Scorpio, a Leo, an Aries, a Leo, and or a Sagittarius, might have red hair or be light red complected, someone who rushes around a lot. Just get the sense that there's 2 things happening here at once. There's an actual theft, right? An actual theft. Someone has perpetrated a theft or fraud. But also this idea that this thing, whatever it is, was very, very important to you. Okay? So this could even be some kind of idea. I'm going to look at this other message here. The Amalato. The Falsita. And another Knight. Lamante, male. Well, I don't know if somebody sent you, I don't know if this is an online scam thing, kind of one of those things. And somebody's been telling you, they've been sick, they've been ill, they need money, and as soon as they get better, they're going to, you guys are going to be together. That's a lie. And this is where that hope came from. I don't know if this is supposed to be taking place in August. But I also get the sense that some of you may already sense that something is not right with the situation. And then it goes back to this. Yeah, you lost money. Maybe you lost a lot of money. Okay, and now you got to figure out how you're going to get your bills paid and all that kind of stuff. But also this idea that, I can't believe that I fell for that, or I can't believe, this feeling of worthlessness because you were taken in by something or someone. We make mistakes. We misjudge people. We misjudge situations. It happens. Sometimes we don't see things clearly like we should. But if you stop and think, really pay attention to what is happening internally, you'll find that those red flags were already there. That's the message. Now, if this was you telling somebody that, oh, I'm sick and I need money, but you haven't been, you will be caught out. Okay? So you might want to rethink that. This amalato and the falsita. This could also be the idea that there's been a misdiagnosis or a what's the word? I've seen these cards show up when you've been going to see a doctor about something and they keep telling you X, Y, and Z. Yes. And every time you go, it's a new charge or new money. So this is somebody who's, again, being fraudulent in what they are doing. This has the undertone, though, really of some type of romantic, perhaps, connection here with these cups in particular. And this is the idea of having to walk away from this situation, taking that loss. Let me formulate a question for the Golden Nostradamus. I'm trying to see if I could get anything else. And if this is the idea of someone coming back in, right, and you think you're going to be able to not necessarily recoup those losses, but maybe get an apology, don't expect one. You're not going to get it. Don't fall for the same trick the second time. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, these are the birds. It's number 28. Okay? Or the doves. Let's see what the card says. Number 28. Oh my God. Post-its. I keep them in business. Okay. Number 28. The birds. The damage a man thinks he has endured is actually something that brings value. You may experience a setback or suffer some damage. If you are intelligent and wise enough, you will learn an important lesson and change misfortune into good luck. Now, that may not seem like it, what we're looking at here with these cards, but it's only a 5. It speaks to a time of uncertainty and change. And so the idea is to, stop feeling sorry for yourself. And if you need some help or you need some assistance, to ask for it. And then endeavor to continue to move forward, right? Because the next one is a 6. And so that's what I have for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2021. I do hope those messages help. Until next time, be well and stay safe. Namaste.